Hey guys, it's Nick. Welcome back to another video. I hope everybody's doing okay and keeping safe. This morning, as you can see, I'm out with the JCB Fastrac 1125 doing a bit of spraying on the spring wheat. Yeah, I'm spraying a fungicide to help control a little bit of yellow rust that's appeared on the spring wheat, specifically on the flag leaf, which can obviously impact on yield. So that's got to be controlled. It'll probably be the last spray the wheat gets this season. It won't be long until harvest. Now everything's out in ear. And for those wondering, the rain has helped quite a bit in filling out the ears. That rain we had last week. It's looking a much thicker crop. I think the yield will still be down from that very, very dry May, but the rain last week certainly helped sort of fill things out a little bit. Obviously it's been so hot this week that I've only been spraying in the morning, so I've been spraying every morning last 2 or 3 days because obviously it just gets too hot for spraying as the day goes on, and if you spray when it's too hot it does have a tendency to scorch the crop a little bit, so that's best avoided. So yeah, just been spraying in the mornings this week. So yeah, it's a good little setup. The JCB Fastrac and the Berthoud sprayer. This is the second Berthoud sprayer we've had. This one's got a built-in pump, so filling up's much easier than it used to be with the old girl. It's a 1600 litre tank, so that covers about 10 hectares. It's a nice simple mix today. Well, not really a mix, it's just a single fungicide. Spraying that at about 0.8 litres a hectare, so that's 8 litres per tank, so that's nice and simple. I'll soon have to go and fill up the next tank. spray is filling up with water now. We use this old fuel tank here as water storage. There's the pump on the sprayer, so that's pumping the water in. Right here's the induction hopper. That's where the chemical goes. So I'm going to get some PPE on and get the chemical mixed into the tank. So this is the stuff, Tubasan. The names of the chemicals just go right over my head. There's too many to remember, really. So yeah, nice easy mix. Just 8 litres of chemical per tank. Thank goodness for aircon. Last week the aircon belt snapped, and well, managed to get a new one, which is good. It's starting to get hot now. Without aircon, I think I'd be sitting in a greenhouse on wheels. So yeah, spraying isn't my favourite job, I must admit. But the Fastrac is a very comfortable ride. It's a nice tractor to be with. It makes it much easier when you've got the right kit, when you've got good kit. Yeah, last tank, this one. It's about 8 o'clock now, so time that just right, just before it gets too hot. Yeah, the wheat's looking well, considering. Quite a clean crop. There's a bit of yellow rust, like I said, appeared, but it's easily controlled. We weren't going to spend too much more money on the spring wheat. I think because the loss of yield, or the potential loss of yield we're going to have come harvest time. But this is a nice cheap fungicide, nice simple mix, and better to get it on really. And get that yellow rust under control, especially if it's on the flag leaf. So the flag leaf does contribute to about 30% of the yield. It's where the wheat plant gets all its energy from. So yes, definitely want to get on top of any issues there. We're running Tramlines at 24 metres. We have toyed with the idea of going up to maybe 30 metre trams. Just in some of these bigger fields, you could probably get away with going up bigger. But the issue there is you'd have to change sprayer and maybe 1 or 2 other bits of kit. The drill is 6 metres, that would fit a 30 metre system quite well. And our Amazon spreader, the discs on that, they're capable of spreading at 30 metres. That's a good job done. That's the last spray on the spring wheat this side of harvest. As you've seen, got the narrow wheels on. You saw me change those over in my last video. Someone did ask if I have to go a bit slower when I've got the narrow wheels on. No, I don't really have to worry about speed with the wheels on. The one thing I will say I've got to be careful with is we've got some fields that have a few steep bits on some hills. So when you've got a full load of chemical on in the sprayer on the back, you just got to be careful you don't turn too sharp on the hill, because, well, you don't want the tyre to pop off the rim. Now that happened to Dad. He was out in a field of rape a few years ago, with the Fastrac, with those wheels on, and he turned too sharp with a full load of spray on the back. The tyre popped off the rim, and yeah, getting the tyre people out right down the bottom of the field on a hill with a full load of chemical on, it wasn't a particularly easy job. Anyway, I'll just have a quick look at this wheat. It's looking well, it's looking clean. The rain the other week, or last week, certainly helped to fill out the ears a bit. It's definitely helped with grain fill. Obviously, yield will be down after that very, very dry May we had. But that bit of rain we had last week has definitely helped things along. We did have a fair bit, to be honest, so it's done something. But no, it's a fairly clean crop all round, really, considering, you know, there's a bit of yellow rust appearing in places, and a little bit on the flag leaf, hence why I've been spraying today with that fungicide. But yeah, you just got to remain optimistic and just hope that come harvest time the yield isn't as bad as we think. So before I sign off, guys, I just want to say a big thank you. Yesterday I hit 2,000 subscribers on my channel, so a big thanks to everybody who's been watching, liking, subscribing and commenting. Like I said, I'm going to do a Q&A video now I've hit 2,000. So send me your questions. You can send me a message on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. The links are all in the description below. You can also leave me a comment. I do tend to reply to a lot of my comments, so this time round, if I don't reply to your comment or your question, it's probably because I'm going to answer it in the Q&A video, which I will do in the next week or so. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks again for helping me get to 2,000 subscribers. I hope everybody is keeping well. So yeah, stay safe and we'll see you next time. Cheers.